Hey everybody, DJ Lou here, and up next we have a pitting of two awesome speakers. My Yamaha DXR series that I've been using for many years versus my brand new EV Evolve 50s. Well, when EV came out with the Evolve 50s, the internet just went gangbusters on this. And it wasn't like the Colum speaker was a new thing. Competitors like Bose, LD Systems, JBL, and others had already had some out for a couple years now. But given EV's standing within the DJ community, everybody was really clamoring to see what they had produced. And what was on paper was really impressive. So it was going to be interesting to see if this new system could compete with some of the others that are out there. And specifically for me, how it would measure up to my solution. So to put a little background on this, I'm a solo mobile DJ, and when I initially started in the business, I was rolling around in a Golf GTI. So space was at a premium, but I also didn't want to compromise on sound or overall quality of my speakers. So after a lot of research and some A/B testing at some of the stores that were out there, I ultimately decided on the Yamaha DXR8 top cab and the Yamaha DXS12 subwoofer. And the specs were just right for the types of events I was doing. I'm usually doing mostly weddings, somewhere around 100 to 150 people. On occasion, I will do 200 to 250, but usually that 150 crowd is around my sweet spot. I'm also doing this at not only your traditional wedding venues, but also farms and barns and tents, and some other unique type of venues that really facilitate the need for me to get a very compact system that I can just move around anywhere. There's times where there could be gravel in the way, stairs, grass. There's so many different obstacles to overcome. And while the majority of my events, I can just roll in with my stuff and set up, there are occasions where this doesn't work. So I was always trying to find this kind of, universal solution that would work in all cases. And for years, I've gotten kudos from DJs and guests alike on the quality of the display, how great it sounded, and with some of the other technology I've kind of rolled into it, it's given me a lot of flexibility in producing just an awesome sound in various situations. But now with the Evolve 50s, these really look like it's going to be the next generation of sound, at least in my setup. And it just so happened that on Christmas 2017, kind of out of the blue, I had no idea. I found a pair of Evolve 50s underneath the Christmas tree, and I had to get right to it. I had to start to compare and see how these things sound. Now with the top cabs, the DXR8s really come in at nice sweet spots, about 30 pounds. So it's not too heavy, it's not too light and feeling flimsy or anything like that. It has a great warm sound that comes out of it. It actually has a little bit of bottom end when I need, when I'm doing just a ceremony or cocktail. And then when I pair it up with my subs, my DXS12s, it just marries up really nice with it. And with the subwoofer, I can cut everything down to either 100 or 120 hertz, matching up with my top cab. And it has a really good sound. It has a nice rumble. It's not an 18-inch sub, but for a 12-inch size, it actually almost sounds like a 15 in some cases. It has a good thump. And just overall, this package has really just done me well over the years. Now with the Evolve 50s, it just completely resets the concept of what a small setup can really do. For instance, the subwoofer is 35% less size in total volume than what my DXS12 is, and that's already a small sub as it is. So you can imagine shaving off that much size and weight. The things come in at less than 50 pounds. My DXS12 subs come in at 73 pounds, and while they're not a lightweight, you can definitely carry them around. Now you're getting something under 50 pounds. And with EV's innovative system of having the sub bar also act as the conduit with magnetic ends on it, you just simply pop it in, you pop your top on, which comes in at an astonishing 10 pounds. That's 66% lighter than what my normal top cab is. It marries all together, there's no cords, and is set up in seconds. So EV definitely has hit all my marks of what I'm looking for in a compact setup, but when it really comes down to it, it's gotta sound great. So now it's time for the test. So this is gonna be an A, B, and C test. On the A side is gonna be the Evolve 50s with no adjustments whatsoever, both at the speaker and what's coming in on the signal. The B test is going to be the Yamaha, same thing, no adjustments whatsoever on the speakers. And since I've been running the Yamahas for some years, I am going to apply both DSP and equalization that I do on the speakers, just so I can kind of get that what I've been running comparison. So it'll be an A, B, and C. I'll go back to A so you can hear the C and A comparison, and we'll see how this goes. So even though this is going through YouTube and Facebook and whatnot, and of course there's some audio compression that's going on, you should be able to discern the difference between all of them. And even though the Yamahas are an excellent speaker, there's just no comparison with the Evolve 50s. The Evolve 50s just shine in every category. Even in the Yamahas where there is a higher SPL, so there's a little bit more bass that comes out of it, just for the simple fact of physics, larger cabinet, a little bit more thump. The Evolves had a bit more richer sound, so it wasn't super thumpy in comparison, but just had this just deeper sound that it was just an outstanding presence of sound. So there's a clear winner in this case. The Evolve 50s are truly worth the hype. I'm so glad that I was able to obtain a set of these, and I just could not be happier with them. Well, there's a video, and I really hope you liked it, and if so, go ahead, hit subscribe, click that thumbs up button, share this out, do whatever social media is telling you to do. And don't forget, I have more videos like this in my 4 DJs Only playlist. I hope you enjoyed.